guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to have a fall day, but bookish day in a life. It's a beautiful day for it to be fall, but I never do wrap up. I never do wrap up because I always feel like I say everything I want to say in my reading vlog. Even though wrap up video is like one of my favorite videos to watch at the end of the month, I just never do it because I feel like I'm going to be repetitive. So I just always keep my little wrap up in my reading vlog. But we didn't finish this book together. We didn't read Belladona together. And I just have to come out here and just say what a mistake that was on my part, because I ended up giving this a 5-star. I ended up giving it a 5-star and I was just like, I am so stupid. I am so stupid, because why did I read this book? And I'm like, oh my God. I wish you guys have seen how thorough I was for this book, because I was just like, and I have a really weird history with this book. And so the fact that I finished it and I gave it a 5-star, I was like, 5 stars, 6 stars, 10 stars, 11, 20 if I could. Yes. I started it in July and I sub-DNF'd it because something came up. I don't know what came up, but something came up in July and I stopped reading it. And then last month I restarted the book. I was like, okay, let me pick it up. And I started it and I was really enjoying it. And then I told my sister about it and she was like, oh, let's body read it. And then I got a call and she called me. She's like, I'm almost done with the book. I was like, what do you mean you're almost done with it? But she's like, yeah, I like Belladona, I'm almost done with it. And I was like, you read it without me? So I was upset. I was upset. So I was just like, that's so disrespectful. And I was on my bed and my husband was on call and I was watching Ghost Whisperer and I was just like, I kind of just want to read. I want to read something because I've seen every episode of Ghost Whisperer. So I was like, I want something else. And I was like, oh, let me pick up Belladona. And I picked up my Kindle and I started it. I restarted from chapter 1 to the end. And I finished it. And I was like, what was I thinking? Where was my brain when I kept DNF in this book? What was I doing? Because I promised you, I was struggling to keep a straight face. I was struggling to not go what is happening? I was struggling. This is about, we're following Signa. We follow Signa Farrow, who is in the orphan, and basically every family member that she stayed with, they just mistreat her. They do whatever they want to do with her. They're basically taking her in because she's about to turn a certain age and she's gonna come to a large sum of money, and they only taking her in because of the money that she's going to have, right? And Signa has a weird, unique connection to Death, and Death is a character in this book. And I think that's why at first I was a little creeped out by it. And I was like, I don't think I want to read that. But maybe it's because I was watching Ghost Whisperer and the vibe was perfect for the fall. But somehow when I was reading it that time, I'm like, this is the perfect book for the fall. But yeah, she has a very unique connection to Death. And Death is our love interest in this book. Yeah, he is our love interest in this book, and he has been kind of fascinated by Signa since she was born. Again, that's the second thing that had me a little bit weird out, because I was just like, how old is he? He's dead, so he's been alive. He's immortal. He's been alive forever and ever. So I was creeped out by it, but yeah, he has been a little bit fascinated by Signa because Signa is basically the only person he could touch that would not die. Obviously, anyone Death touch or come across is going to die. He is the Ripper. But he's just very why is that? Everyone I touch dies, but you, Signa Farrow. And that's actually a line from the book. Everyone I touch dies, but Signa Farrow, when I touch you, I feel you. The thing he would say to that lady. The whole entire book, you kind of fascinated and you want to figure out why is that she is the only person who can see him, feel him, and who can he can touch, and she will not die. And the girl just does not die. She could the name of the book is Belladonna because Belladonna berries, berries. She could literally eat that, drink poison, whatever she wants to do. He will just come, but nothing will happen to her. She cannot die at all whatsoever. So you kind of wondering and you want to figure out why this is a thing, right? But then there's also murder mystery in that, because the last relative, her last relative, she ended up going to live with them, and the lady of that house ended up dying of a weird little thing that was going on. So she was also trying to figure that out with Death help. Like, he was obviously helping her. But what had me just like hooked and feral for this book is the tension between Signa and Death. When I tell you, it was just like so weird and like unique, because I was just like, well, how would this work? Like, like he was a ripper for like the whole like majority of the book. He was like a shadow, just like a little bit. Like, he was a shadow, and I'm like, so how would this work? I don't really understand this whole thing. But the thing that he would say just had me like, I don't like how I'm feeling about this character that I should not like. I don't like this. The things that he would do for her. And like, I don't think Grace play with you for a little second. She plays with you because, one, you think something is happening. Like, you think you have this book all figured out. You're like, oh my God, yeah, this is it. And then she just changed everything. You're like, oh my God. You feel so stupid, but like hurt, like so good at the same time, because you didn't figure out what was happening. 5 star, 5 star. 5 star. I don't think I even did it justice by explaining everything, because I'm like, my excitement is jumping out. But it's so good. It's so good. And thankfully I have 2 more books, because it's a part of a series. So I have the second one, First Love, and then Wisteria. But I just read Belladonna. But right now it is 2:37, and I do have an appointment at 3:30 that I have to go to. And then after that appointment, I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble, and I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna pick Pumpkin. I have a perfect little fall day. I'm also reading the Pumpkin Spice Café that I'll tell you guys about. But I just have to go to my apartment, and when we come, we're gonna read this. We're gonna finish this. I feel like I can finish it by audiobook. Let's go. It is the next day. Yesterday when we came back, it was just so dark. It was like around 6:30 going to 7, and it was just super dark. But I ended up going to Barnes & Noble, and also I went to Walmart because we went to get cookies because we wanted to bake yesterday. We went to Walmart and I got 2 other books. I wasn't gonna go to Barnes & Noble up until like January of next year, because I feel like I have all the books that I want to read, and also I use my library so much, so I didn't feel like I needed like Barnes & Noble at all. But I had a gift card, so I went and I bought 3 books. First one that I got is Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Pinter. I loved Better Than the Movies. I think I teared up when I was reading Better Than the Movies. Like, I'm pretty sure there was like a moment in there that like our female main character was talking about her mom, and I like couldn't help it and I cried. Yeah, I think I did. So I adore it. I loved it. So when I learned there was another one coming out, is we're still following Liz and Wes, and I believe in this one they're in college. I was like, I have to get it. I have to read it. So I'm quite excited to read it. I think I might reread Better Than Movies just to get the feelings going before I pick this up. But I'm so incredibly excited to read it. The second book that I got, we just talked about Belladonna and how much I loved that book, how much I love it. I have the second one of the series, which is First Love, but I didn't have Wisteria, which is the third and final book out of the series, and I just know I'm going to cry when I finish reading this book. But I didn't have this one. Let me show you the inside covers though. Let me just show you, because I was looking for a paperback. I was looking for a paperback of Wisteria and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I don't really love hardcover. Like, I'm not crazy for them. Look at this. And wait. Be so for real right now. Are you joking? Be so for real. When I tell you I don't care for hardcovers, like I don't care for hardcovers. I just don't really love them. They're not the first choice that I go for. I love my paperback. I love how easy it is for me to be in my bed reading, and it's not going to hit me in the face. It's not heavy. I love my paperback. However, when I saw this, when I opened this and I saw the inside, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, my God. And now I want to have Belladona in the hardcover. I want to have Fuzz Glove because I just want to put them on my bookshelf. I have to display this because look how perfect this looks. And once you open the inside, what's better is the fact that the story is gonna be just as perfect as the cover of the book is. Because sometimes a book has a perfect little cover and you read it, you're just like, well, pretty cover, so I'll keep it because the material is not good. But this book is gonna be perfect and the cover is perfect. So I love it. I've been wanting to read this, but it was on my list to buy January of next year. Like I just had this in my list, but I ended up buying it and I'm so incredibly excited to read it. I've been seeing literally everyone reading this book. Everyone has been loving it. I'm hoping I can read it during like December-ish. I don't know. I'm hoping I can read it during December or January, but I'm excited to read it. I've heard good things. Also went to Walmart and I bought Wild Eyes. The reason why I bought this, it's because I saw this and I was like, this is so pretty. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I need to have it. Look how perfect and pretty this is. Are you joking? And I'm like, this is so pretty. And it's also signed. I was like, I have to buy it. But I'm really hoping that I ended up really liking it because I didn't love the last one at all. I really didn't. But hopefully I like this. I also ended up getting this one. I'm reading The Assistants to the Villain next week. I'm trying to see how much I can realistically read off my physical TBR before the year ends, which is like a reading vlog that's coming. And I know I want to read The Assistants to the Villain, that reading vlog. And I was like, I might as well but this so I could have this ready. So these are all the books that I got and I'm really excited to read all of them. And I feel like I can read all of them before the year ends. I feel like I know for sure I'm going to read Wisteria before the year ends. But yeah, these are all the books that I bought. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is these beautiful bookends. I have a little history with these bookends because I have been looking for them in all my home goods. Like I went to I think 4 home goods because I've been looking for them because I've been seeing them everywhere in book talks and everywhere on like Bookstagram, and everyone says they got them from home goods, but I just couldn't find them. And then over the weekend, my husband and I just went to Home Goods and he was just like, isn't that the thing you've been looking for? Isn't that the bookends you've been looking for? And I was like, oh no, they don't have it. He was like, it's right there. And I was like, where? It's like, it's right there. And I kid you not, I made like a beeline. I was like, and I picked them up. I'm like, I know I didn't come for this. I know. He was like, just put it in the cart. Put it in the cart because I can't say no. I can't say no because we went to like 3 or 4 different like Home Goods just for this. And I got them and I'm so incredibly excited. I'm so excited. I don't even need bookends. I don't need it because I feel like all my books are like perfectly like organized on my bookshelves. But like, I promise you, I have been looking for this. And the fact that I have them now is just like, it's such a little small dream come true of mine. And I love strawberry anything. I love strawberry anything. So I saw them and I was like, it's the small little things in life that counts really, because this makes me so happy. This is not bookish at all, but I just have to show you guys because this is literally my husband and I relationship in like one little Kindle. Earlier, like in our relationship when we first started dating, we used to go to movies almost every Monday. It's like our lazy like date night. We just always get popcorn, just sit there with like a little Mac and our popcorn, and we'll just be sitting there and watching the movies. Something about us sitting there for 2 hours just watching a movie and just like clear our mind. It was just like the perfect little date for us, and we still do it till this day. We just go to the movies every time there's a good movie coming out. Sometimes even a movie we know we're going to hate, we go and watch it. So when I saw this, I was like, is this not our relationship in just one little thing? Is this not us? And we bought it, and I'm so incredibly excited. This was $7.99, and usually I only buy my Kindles from Bath and Body Works and like sometimes Ross, but this one I will never burn. I will never ever burn. But it's just there. It's perfect. It's gonna sit on my bookshelf, and every time I see it, I'm gonna think of us. But this is all for my little haul part. I do want to finish the Pumpkin Spice Café with you guys. I'm currently in chapter 16, and I kind of just want to sit there and finish this with you guys. And I also want to paint my little pumpkin. I have a pumpkin, a small little pumpkin that I want to paint with you guys. We'll see. But yeah, this is about Jeannie, and this is the, first of all, this is the most cozy, no craziness happening fall book. It's literally so fun. It's there's nothing happening, but it's about Jeannie. Her aunt basically gift her this cafe, and Jeannie was actually looking for like a fresh new start because something had happened to her boss while she was at work. Something had happened and kind of like freaked her out a little bit, and she's like, you know what, I do want to start over. I want a fresh new start. I just want to take life a little like slower and all of that. She's a city girl, and so she ended up moving to this small town where the cafe is. She is now going to open up this cafe that her aunt just passed on to her. The first few nights that she was there, she just keeps thinking that something or someone was out to get her because there was like noise coming in the back of the cafe. Like when she was sleeping, she was like, oh my guys, something or a ghost is trying to kill me. Like, can you even get killed in a small little town like this? Like, what's happening? So she started freaking out, but then she opens the door ready to like hit someone or something in the head, and it was when we met our MMC, and she was about to hit Logan, which is our MMC, in the head because she thought like something or someone was out to get her. And Logan is actually the farmer guy in the town. He was delivering like milk and stuff for the cafe, and she was like, I'm so sorry, like I'm sorry, I thought like there's something out here making noise all the time and I thought that was it, I'm sorry. And so they apologized, and there was like the first little cute like meet cute things. It's reminding me of a Hallmark movie. You know, a Hallmark movie, they both see each other and immediately they start liking each other. That was it, because Jeannie she saw him the first time she saw him, she was like, oh wow, the farmer boy, he looks really nice. And then Logan is supposed to be this grumpy guy, but like in the second chapter he was already talking about like how much her smile lights up his world and how much he's like liking her. And then like the third or the fourth pages, they were already falling for each other. Literally Hallmark cutesy little fall book. But at the part that I'm in, there's actually someone trying to sabotage the cafe. Someone is trying to scare her off. Someone is trying to send her back to the city because somebody's trying to buy the cafe. So that person is like playing with her trash can. That person is like putting her mail on the floor. That person is like push like doing a lot of things for her to get scared off and like sell the cafe and all of that. So that's what's happening. But yeah, Logan and Jeannie, really cute, really nice. You know what I really also really love? The fact that there's this like group of elderly women. They have a group like a book club, and they're reading like spicy book. And every single time they come, they sit in the cafe, they're reading their like a spicy book. I'm just picturing, what book are they reading? What book are they reading? And I think I know what book they're reading, because she says it's like a male on male type of like book. It's like hockey, and I'm like, they're reading Pumpkin Wild. They're reading Pumpkin Wild, because that's what she says. She says this male on male is hockey, something like white shoes type of book. And I'm like, are they reading Pumpkin Wild or what? That's what I have in mind. But I'm going to put my little audiobook on and I'm going to listen to it because it's available on Spotify. I've been having so much fun painting pumpkin this fall. I bought these two. One is supposed to be for me, one is supposed to be for my husband, but he actually bought a bigger one. And so these two are for me now because he bought like these like two big ones that we can paint together for date nights. So I have these two little ones that I want to paint today by myself. But yesterday, last night when we came from Barnes, we did these two little things. Can you guess which one is my husband's? It's this one. But we did these two little cute things. We've been having so much fun just sitting here like little kids and did these things. I'm gonna save them until we're like 90 years old and we can put them out and like remember when we did them. Is so bad. I want to give myself a 0, but I can't, so I give myself a 10. It's not that bad. It's not. It's really not. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10 because I did it. You know, who's gonna believe in me if I don't believe in myself? Who? I did not expect this to have like a little spicy moments. Not crazy. I just didn't expect anything other than kissing from this book. But I'm mad at myself. I really am, because I ended up really liking this. I ended up really enjoying this, and I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday and I almost bought the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which is the second book in this little series, but I was like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to buy it, because like, what if I don't love this as much as I think? I was just like, what if I'm cringed out and I don't want to read it? But now I'm like, this was really cute. This was really cute, and I enjoyed it, and I had a fun time the whole time reading it. I was like, this is so cozy and fun. Everyone says it's like the Gilmore Girls like show. Basically, it's like perfect for the lovers of that. Even the author, she wrote something that like give respect to the Gilmore Girls. But the thing is, I have never really sat there and watched Gilmore Girls. Like, I've seen episode of it obviously, but I've never actually sat there and like dedicate my time to watch like seasons of it. Like I just know of the show, and I know some things. Now after this, I'm like, I have to watch it. I might have to like sit there and like see everything. But this just reminds me of a very cozy, fun Hallmark like fall movie. I had such a wonderful time reading it. It was a little, there was like little scenes of spiciness that I didn't think was going to happen. Like, I expected just a kiss or two or three, but they were doing stuff that I was just like, I didn't expect this. I was like, it wasn't too much. It was like 2 scenes of it. I just didn't expect any steamy moments at all, but it was so nice. I feel like the message behind it was really nice, because our female main character, she was kind of like looking for like her footing. She was looking for the right place, because something happened. Like I said, something happened at her job, and she just kind of like freaked out after what happened, and she got scared, and she just wanted a fresh new start, a fresh new her, everything. And she ended up going to the new like town, and thankfully like her aunt gifting her the little cafe. She was just like, okay, this is the perfect time, and ended up going there and ended up falling in love with the people, falling in love with the tradition of the town, falling in love with like our MMC. It was nice. It was really nice. But that is all for the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I do highly recommend this. I think I'm gonna rate it a 3.8, 3 something. It was nice. I enjoyed it very much. You know, I might say a 4-star even. I might say a 4-star. It was really good. But yeah, I'll see you next time. God bless you. Take care of yourself, and bye.